Hi, my name's Sharon Cole, and in this video we're going to have a look at some hand reflexology to help you with your sinuses. So these could be upset at any time of the year. It could be in the summer that you're struggling with hay fever. It could be in the winter when you're struggling with bunged up noses. Sinus pain can come in very different forms. It can cause you headaches, you can have facial pain, you can feel very stuffy. So if you really want to work on them, then let's do some hand reflexology and I will show you the best way to do this. So your sinuses are going to be in your fingers, and the best way to access them is from this side. So if you imagine your fingers are together, this region here is the head area, and then the head fans out towards all the other areas. So we're going to be working on the pads of the fingers to start with, and then draining the fingers. So it doesn't really matter whether you start from the little finger or the index finger. We're just going to start from one. And to do it on yourself, it's a really lovely movement. Very gentle reflexology. There's no pressure necessarily applied. If you come to me for reflexology, I would use oils and lotions, but if you're out and about, you don't have it. So I haven't got any on today, just to show you that you can do it without the oils and lotions. So we're going to start on the pads of our fingers, and we're just going to do a really nice, gentle circle massage movement. You can do this more in your lap, just so I can show you on the screen. Just a gentle movement in this pad area, just really nice little circles, just working in that sinus region. And then we're going to sort of smooth down. So across here is the eustachian tube. So this is the one that connects the ear, nose and throat. So we're going to drain the sinuses into that eustachian tube by literally just smoothing down the fingers. You can also do it in a funnel kind of way. So if you create a funnel with your hands and sort of just push down your finger, it's going to push and clear everything out of your sinuses. Okay, and again, just a gentle motion. There was no pressure there. We're going to move on to the next finger. Do those lovely little circle movements again. It probably looks harder on the video than it is, but I'm not applying much pressure there, just really nice gentle circle movements. And then we're going to drain it down into that eustachian tube. Okay, then we're going to move on to our next finger, our ring finger, and again we're going to work on that pad. And again, if your sinuses are quite blocked, you might find this feels a bit blocked, you might feel a bit spongy or a bit springy. Again, that's just a sign that everything's blocked, so we're just going to work on that and then go down. So again, I haven't got my rings on today, but if you had wedding or engagement rings on, you could leave them on while you're doing this. If you've got a bit of a gap, it'll just work through them, you don't have to take them off. If you find your rings are quite tight because your fingers are quite swelling, you might need to take them off. But you don't have to, you could work with your rings on. So let's go back to our last finger. Do those nice little circles and then drain into the eustachian tube. And then to balance the whole body, so your left hand will work your left side, your right hand will work your right side. We're going to work on the other side. I started with this finger on the other hand, so I'm going to go that way. But again, if you wanted to start with your little finger and work this way, absolutely fine. So we're just going to start by massaging the pads. Very gently. And draining down each finger. We'll just work across, next finger, and just massaging that sinus area. Okay, next one. And clear down the fingers. Again, you can do sweeping motions if you want to. Feels nice and lovely. And then last finger. Okay, then to finish it off, we're going to do a nice move along this eustachian tube. So the eustachian tube, if you remember, is the one that connects the ear, nose and throat. So it's the one we've drained everything to, and then we're going to clear across. So we're going to start, eustachian tube starts from the end of your little finger. I'm just going to do a nice gentle press and slide movement across that crease. And then some lovely sweeping motions all the way across. Again, nice and light. If you haven't got oil on your hands, it doesn't matter. You can still sweep nice and light. I'm going to finish on the side of the head area. So we're going to come across and finish this side. And then we'll do that on the other hand. So again, we're going to start at the edge of the little finger where the eustachian tube starts. We're going to do a gentle press and slide with our fingers all the way across. And then a nice slide forwards and backwards across the eustachian tube. I'm going to end at the head area. So we're going to come across and make sure we finish this end. And that's it. That will work your sinuses and give you a really good clear out of everything that might be going on. Start the body with a healing process and just really get your sinuses cleared and ready to go. So I've been Sharon Cole, and I hope you found this video useful.